Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the All Made Up podcast with me, Harry Stikini.
Me, Lewis Coleman.
And me, Ben Hart.
The show where each week a guest doesn't join us in the writer's room to create a story like you and we have never heard before.
Not quite knowing what's around the corner or what we'll find along the way, as this podcast is exactly what it says on the tin.
It's all made up.
How good was that?
Yeah,
That
big
is
round of applause for that. Was the show started, guys?
It is the best theme tune in podcasting, I think.
Yeah, 100%. It's worth waiting 10 minutes for. So
yeah, 100%.
We thank you very much. So how this is going to work is you are joining us in the writer's room. Each day we've had a different guest who is our lead writer, right? And basically they are going to help create a story as being the lead in the space of about 30, 40 minutes. We've got some pots on stage which start the story and end the story. You guys will pick which line we go with. But as we've not got the lead writer today,
they're going to create the character.
We're going to build it as a unit, okay? So we're the lead writers, you guys are the lead writers, we're all in a big melting pot. So before we jump into the lines that are going to start the story, we have to build a character together, guys. So what would we like the name of today's character to be?
if someone gives us the first name, we can go to a second. Frank. Lovely.
Nice.
Second name.
Don't want to say Bruno.
Go on, give us a second name.
Lignos.
Frank.
Okay.
Yeah, I like that. Yeah,
I like that.
All the second names, that was not the one.
Yeah, okay.
Thought you were going to say
Lignos.
like, yeah.
And how old is Frank? In my head, I've got him. Well, I'm 30 today. Could he be 30?
It's Harry's birthday.
Yeah.
It's
Thank you
Harry's
very
30th
much.
birthday.
Yeah, thank you.
So there we go. I like how you crowbarred that in. Just begging a bit.
Well,
I like it.
I said it when you weren't in the room. But I thought, let's say it again. You know what I mean? There's cake and candles. But yeah, not for you lot.
I like this. So we've got Frank Lignos, 30. Is he 30 today, Frank Lignos? So we say it's his birthday?
I think August 8th, 1994, he was born. Yeah.
Right. Okay. And what does Frank do for a job? What's Frank's job? His occupation?
He's a
Truck
truck driver.
Truck driver, nice.
Right.
Okay, yeah, like
Okay.
Nice.
Okay.
How long's he been on the wagons?
that.
10 years. Right.
Right.
That's how
Okay.
he says it. I've been on the wagons 10
10
years.
years, yeah.
I like the idea of him starting on his 20th birthday.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So he's been doing it 10 years to the dot, and maybe is a bit. Is he at like? I need to change my lifestyle now. I need to do something different. I've hit my 30s. I want to achieve something differently than.
Well, a lot of wagon drivers, like truck drivers. My dad's a truck driver.
Right.
And he used to do like long haul, and he changed it when he had kids because he was like, obviously, I'm not going to see my kids. And now he's gone back doing long haul because he doesn't want to see his kids.
Okay, so we've got Frank Lignos, truck driver, been doing it for 10 years. How many kids has Frank got?
Seven
Seven, right,
Wow.
okay.
Tell you what, that is, yeah. Wow.
But all over the country.
So, I love it. He does the school run in the wagon.
yeah. He has them all in the back.
Yeah, exactly.
Right, okay. I thought it was going to be long haul, so he's got one in like every part of the country. You know what I mean? So he spends a week with one, a week with the other.
So it's separate, like secret families.
Maybe he have 7 secret relationships.
That's a lot, that.
Wow.
Yeah, I can only manage 2.
Okay. So I reckon, is he still married? What do we reckon?
He's not married.
No.
Right.
Okay. Okay, yeah. Okay,
He's
but
not like you speaking from experience.
Okay.
What are the names? Sleepy, bashful, grumpy.
Hey, very good.
Yeah, it just made it easier.
No, I think they're all called Ian.
They're all called Ian.
Girls, boys,
Yeah.
doesn't matter.
Right, okay, so we've got Frank
Lignos.
Lignos.
Frank Lignos.
I think his company should be called Lignos Logistics. Lignostics.
Lignostics.
Oh.
Here we go. Now it's all.
If you don't work in marketing, you should. There's a
So is it his own company? Did he start it at 20?
I think he did, yeah.
Right, self-employed, started on one little truck.
Imagine starting a truck business at 20.
Yeah.
A good lad.
Yeah, I think he just had a utility belt since birth.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He's just like an Andy guy.
Yeah.
Or not.
Yeah, no, just putting crayons behind his ear. This is for me. This is the life.
Yeah. You got to strap them down.
So we're saying, let's commit to something. So is it 7 kids to 1 woman or 7 separate families? Separate.
7 separate women.
So 1 child to 1 woman.
Right.
That's the ratio.
Or we'll be doing 3, 4 here.
3 and a 4. 3 and a 4. Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
So he did 20 to 25 with one, 25 to 30 with another, and now at 30, all women that have been around him have gone, in fact, pal, you're a dick. Okay? You're on your own. It's just you and your wagons.
Well, what I'm thinking is, we had whereabouts is he from, Frank? Whereabouts is he based?
Is he American? Is he English? Worthington.
Where's that? I don't know yet. I don't know.
Okay. Right.
You should know.
Right.
Leeds.
Worthington.
Okay.
Leeds, right? Okay, because we've got.
Oh,
where are
yeah,
you guys
it's
from?
London.
London, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And then, did we have someone in from Birmingham? Did we say before? We've got some.
Yeah, Bromtown.
Oh, Worthington's alright. It's where the brewery is, isn't it?
Well, because I like the idea. Maybe there's one family in Leeds, one family in Birmingham, and he does the commute between the two.
Yeah, it's fair enough for
that's-
Worth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like that. He'd know that from
Yeah.
agnostics as well.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's what he says to him. Yeah. If you live off the motorway, I'm not interested.
You know, the,
yeah.
amount, the amount of driving I do and knowledge I have about motorways is unbelievable,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Ask him about service stations.
Oh God!
No more.
Every time we ask Gary about a gig, he's always like, "Yeah, the M6. Yeah, it's just off there, Third Junction."
I'm
Everyone's
like
I don't
on
care.
first name terms with a lady in WH Smith in Stafford Services. Like, I see her more than I see my mum. Right? It's wild.
Right. Okay. So we've got Frank, 7 kids, family in Leeds, family in Birmingham.
Yeah.
What's his dream? So he's turned 30. What does he want from life? You, sir. What does he want? What does he want?
Sounds like he wants freedom. 7 kids. Yeah.
Does he want to end the company? Does he want a new relationship, a new family? What are we thinking? Anybody?
I think he wants to expand the company. That's what I think. I think it's, everything needs to be bigger. More kids, more trucks. You know, he's just like, he invests in everything.
He wants it to be a family business. He's planning for the future.
Yeah, exactly. 7 different.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly.
It's for the kids.
Yeah,
It's for
wow.
the kids.
He's like, I'm doing it for you.
Yeah, I like,
7
I'm doing this for you,
depots.
Ian. Yeah.
Okay, and I think all his lovers, his previous flames, haven't fully understood that. You know what I mean? And he's like, you're always on the road. He's like, yeah, but I'm building something.
Yeah, I'm building a network.
Yeah, of roads. Okay, nice. And where do you want us to be from?
One from Denver.
Denver. Okay,
Denver
right.
girl. I love that. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Where would the Denver girl
Denver,
be?
Colorado.
Would the Denver girl be in Birmingham? Maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Big
she moved
city,
there.
yeah.
Yeah, she just loved it.
Yeah.
Yeah. She caught wind of his business online. She was
Yeah.
just like,
She just loves concrete.
No, she went to the NEC for an expo, and he was doing some stuff with his trucks, and she was like, "That's great." Yeah,
Yeah,
I can't do
exactly.
an American Denver accent. What is the accent like in Denver?
I don't know. What's the? Oh, there is
Oh,
no
right.
nondescript. Okay, okay, but just so a Denver woman, and then the other woman, she Brommy.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
She's just got to be.
Yeah. Well, I think the Denver lady is quite glamorous. I think he left the Brummie lady for the Denver lady. I think she was quite glamorous and maybe like.
Right, so just to confirm, just so we're not getting lost in the sauce, so the Denver woman is Birmingham, and then the other lady is Leeds.
Yeah, but she's from Birmingham.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
So let's give a name to this Denver lady. So the Denver lady is called Juliet, and the Denver lady and the Leeds lady is called Shaniqua.
I love that.
I like
Yeah.
that. It's all right. It's a writer's room. We're all just pitching in.
Yeah,
So
you
we've
can
got
be on this
Shaniqua.
week, pal. We'll get you on.
Shaniqua living in Leeds. We've got what was the first one? Denver.
Juliet.
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 From Denver. Right. Okay. And Frank Lignos wants to expand his truck company called Lignostics. That's where we're at.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah. Okay.
So I reckon we jump in to these pots, right? Okay.
Okay.
So essentially, these are going to be the starting line of our story. We pick 2, and then you guys vote on which one we want to go down. Once we've done that, we'll pick the end line of the story, and we've just got to get from like A to B. That's what we've got to do in this time we've got together.
Yeah.
So if you pick one, my friend, what's your name? Dale. Dale. So you pick one, Dale.
I thought where you took it away from me then.
Yeah,
What's your name? You're not telling me.
And where there is a blank, you are going to say the name Frank, okay?
Frank was invited to become an MI5 agent.
Oh.
So
okay.
Frank was invited to become an MI5 agent, right? Okay, so you take the other one for us. If there's a blank, just say...
Frank began to very slowly walk to Scotland.
Frank began to very slowly walk to Scotland. So,
Right.
by way of applause, we've got plotline A, which is MI5 agent, and plotline B, which is walk to Scotland. So, for plotline A, make some noise.
Okay.
Plotline B.
Plotline B.
So I think there was actually more people, but they were louder at the second one. Does it?
I think it's plotline B.
Right, okay.
Yeah,
So
okay.
he starts to very slowly walk to Scotland, but now we're going to find out the ending. This is where we've got to try and get to.
Okay.
So, yeah, if you, Ben, you pick someone
Let's
out.
do it. You choose one. Don't know how long this will stretch.
So, it was a it was a love that was true, but it would forever be a secret.
Oh,
It was a love that was true, but
That's
would
great.
forever be a secret.
that
That's where
sounded
we're
even
ending.
better in your voice as well. That was like the end of a film.
We'll get that as a sound effect
Yeah.
for us. Yeah.
Okay, and yeah, like you just checked it away. Is it to be like,
Yeah.
I'll be taking that with me, good sir?
That's mine.
Memento. So it was a love that was
True, but it would always be a secret.
Right. Okay. So let's start at the beginning, which is go on.
Do you know,
Ryan.
I've got a bit of an idea in my head here, right? Okay, obviously he's quite a butch man, yeah.
Is he?
Putting it, yeah, mate, he's been putting it about everywhere, right?
Well, that makes you butch, does it?
In my head,
I'll tell
Okay,
you,
he
it just
gets
started
a
flexing
bit.
with me, Harry. Yeah.
Lothario over
I was
here.
just like, well, yeah, it does make sense, actually. Yeah,
in my head, I imagine he's quite grizzled. You know what I mean? Like for a 30-year-old, he looks quite.
He looks 40.
Yeah.
Yeah,
10
but
years
he's
on the
But
truck.
there's like, a twinkle in his eyes. He's not, he's not repulsive by any stretch, right? But what I'm thinking is, if he's going to walk to Scotland and it's a love that was true, but it forever is going to be a secret, perhaps we go down that route of it's got like a Brokeback Mountain theme.
Right. Okay.
You know what I mean? I'm just thinking that idea of like two,
Right, so
kind of
you-
cowboys that can't.
You
can't
could take this a couple of ways. So is on his way to Scotland? Is he got a delivery he needs to make?
be 500 miles, mate.
Oh, here we go. I like
There you go.
that.
See,
That's getting one of them.
Come see the show. All right?
Right, so he's got to make a delivery to Scotland. We'll find out what he has to deliver in a second. But is it that he breaks down? What's the motorway to Scotland?
M6, and
Depends
then
where you're
you
coming
just
from, doesn't
carry on the M6, and then you end up. Is it A1? No, it's the other side, isn't it?
No, it's M6 all the way to Scotland. You can change when you get to Glasgow.
There you go.
Same road.
There we go. If you're not getting anything from this, you're getting logistics.
Tell you
Yeah.
what, recommendation: T-Bay Services. My
Oh.
God,
Yeah.
the farm shop there. You could go on holiday there for 2 weeks. It
No,
is
mate.
superb.
Unbelievable.
No.
I got a cottage pie. It was 10 out of 10. It was
Yeah.
so good.
No, Killington Lake's the best one. It's T-Bay's overrated. Killington Lake's beautiful. You look over a lake, you have a Big Mac at the same time.
A Big Mac.
That's it. I sometimes go up there just for a day out.
Right, okay. So he's delivering something, and I like the idea of obviously his truck breaks down, doesn't it?
Yeah.
And he needs to get to Scotland. So first off, what is he delivering? What does his truck company deliver majority wise?
Is it building materials? Frozen food.
Frozen
Yeah,
food.
Right,
yeah.
okay, so there's a time element to it as well.
I was hoping no one was going to go dark.
Yeah.
He delivers babies as well. Yeah.
Maybe he carries around like.
Carefully.
No, I'm just thinking
Yeah.
it could be
Like children in the back of a wagon.
like medical supplies, and in fact, it's like he's got like a travelling sperm bank.
Right, here we go.
You know what I mean? So it's like.
A frozen heart.
A frozen.
Oh, mate, do you know what? You're fucking loving this. This is
yeah, that's
superb.
it.
Yeah.
He's seen that Will hasn't shown up, and he's thinking that
exactly.
seat is
That's my
fine.
chance, yeah. Do I see it? Do I see it actually? Do I see it until he gets here?
No,
Are you sure? I feel a bit lost here. It's nice.
Okay, so it's a human heart.
Right, okay.
So in a. On a, yeah, and I just imagine that is
just
the
not in his
own-
hand.
that
Just
is-
like, come on!
He's moving from hand to
that
hand.
is- that- yeah, just aircon on it like that.
Yeah.
We'll get you there, pal. So I've got a vision in my head of this. It's like it's a 60-foot wagon. It's massive, yeah. And the only thing in the back of it is a cool box that he's just got a human heart in it, and it's fucking battering off the
Yeah.
side as he's
Yeah.
walking.
Okay, and then obviously breaks down, puncture tyre, whatever. But then is it a fellow truck driver who sort of comes and stops and assists him, or is it just like someone in a car? What are we thinking?
I think it's just if I saw someone on the hard shoulder of a motorway with a cool box, right, that said human heart in it,
Yeah.
I wouldn't stop. But I think someone does. I think we have an act out.
Right, okay. But maybe we build who that character is first.
Yeah.
So what would we like the character who finds Frank to be called? He has a motorhome,
Okay.
right? Okay.
Yeah.
And let's put a name on him as well. Give us a name.
Oh.
Okay, sweet. And is he?
So there are other Bens.
Is Ben?
There's actually another Ben Hart at the festival, which keeps. Yeah, magician.
Is Ben?
Yeah, don't buy tickets for him.
He's actually a dead nice guy.
He's proper nice, actually. He was on Britain's Got Talent. He's wonderful. Anyway, that's
We've got stories to do here, boys.
Yeah.
All right,
Well,
okay.
sorry, I'll just catch up with the crowd.
Is Ben travelling solo?
Yeah, he's got to be.
Okay.
If you want the Brokeback Mountain sort of vibe,
Yeah.
like he's got to be travelling solo.
Yeah. He's going. Come and get in this camper, pal.
Yeah. Hey, can we put a last name on Ben? Right, so bend over. So it's not
Oh,
the
bend over,
Yeah, it's not got the D on the end. Yeah.
come
That
on.
is spot on.
Yeah.
Yeah. He always has a walkie-talkie as well.
Yeah. Just gets in. He's like,
Over,
why is he
bend
inside
over,
of you?
over.
Yeah. That's
Just a little
funny.
one. We'll
Yeah.
take one of them, thank you.
That's funny.
Right, okay,
yeah.
so bend over. He sees Frank with his little cool box on
Yeah.
the M6.
He's got his bum beads hanging off the mirror.
Yeah, just and like the sign of the cross with him as well. Yeah,
Bum beads.
yeah, yeah.
My mum used to have a big chunky necklace when I was a kid, and she would call them a bum beads. Obviously, they weren't used as bum beads. They were
That's what you
just,
think, pal.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
Just decorative.
yeah.
But she'd be like, Harry, go and get me bum beads. I was like, look at you.
Yeah.
Were they actually rosemary beads, and that's what you were calling them? Or
No, mate, these were like tennis balls. They were massive.
who have we got here?
Yeah.
Oh, it's
Hey!
Come sit
It's
down,
William
mate.
Thompson.
It's William
Yeah,
Thompson.
Oh, how you
Sorry,
doing, mate?
Thank you for coming, mate. I appreciate you.
Do you know
I'm
what?
so sorry.
Will, thank you so much, mate. This is absolutely crackers because we are halfway through, right?
Fantastic.
We'll update you.
Yeah.
I don't know.
No,
do you
I've
want
got an
something?
idea.
Right. But I just want to pause that idea 1 second. Will, just tell us about what's just happened, because obviously we know that the taxi took you somewhere else, but give us what happened.
I know the show's here at Grassmarket. The taxi driver insisted that this venue is at Haymarket.
Oh,
insisted.
right.
He insisted. It was between insisting that the venue was at Haymarket and that Riders are doing nothing wrong. He switched between those two things
Oh, dear.
Yeah, yeah.
quite a lot, and
Was
he
he-
insisted it was here.
Was he by any chance driving a camper van? Which, yeah.
Do you know, Will, the other day, it's some funny fact. Your show's in here, isn't it? In this venue, is it not?
No,
Oh,
it's Underbelly.
No, but you were here, weren't you, the
I
other
was
day?
doing a show down the road, yeah.
Right, because someone stopped me the other day and went, "Are you William Thompson?" And I nearly ended up doing your tech. I thought I was you. I was like, "I'm not even Irish."
You actually do look a bit, yeah.
Yeah.
Don't we look alike?
Can
You
we
do, yeah.
be brothers?
I reckon it's
Yeah,
possible.
similar.
Yeah. You're both good
You
looking
both
chaps.
got
Yeah.
good head,
Well,
head
that
of
goes
hair.
without saying, obviously. But there's
But I think what we've got to do, we've got to fill Will in on what we've built for him. Because essentially,
Batter him.
Will is our
Yeah.
lead writer. So, Will, this is a writer's room. We're just going to fill you in. I'm going to give it you from the top. We've got Frank Lignos, and he has a truck company. Okay? He's our main character. He has
7 kids.
7 kids.
Good man. Yep.
Yeah.
Busy boy.
Busy boy. One of them lives in Leeds. She's called Shaniqua.
Yeah. She's from Denver. No, she's from Birmingham.
She's from Birmingham but lives in Leeds. And then he's got another woman called Juliet, who's from Denver but lives in Birmingham. 3 kids with one, 4 kids with the other. But now he's on his way to Scotland to deliver a heart.
A human heart.
A human heart.
Yeah, on ice.
On ice,
Yeah.
okay?
He's broken down.
He's broken.
So he's driving down, or is he ice
Oh, he's in-
skating
he's
away
in- he's in
there?
a truck.
yeah, he's got a truck company. So essentially, he wants to build this truck company enough so that his 7 kids are set for life and they can all have their own trucks.
Okay.
On the way to Scotland, he breaks down.
Oh shit.
And now, a guy in a camper van called Ben Over comes and stops and picks him up for the trip to Scotland.
Okay.
That's where we're at. Okay?
Yeah. So the last line of this story, right, is it was a true love, but it would forever be a secret. Okay. And I think the idea here is that
What are you thinking so far?
Oh, it's kind of like a Brokeback Mountain.
yeah, that's exactly what we were saying.
Yeah. Broke Truck Mountain.
He smashed it.
Yeah.
It's
Right, we'll
walked
cut it there. End the
straight
show.
Broke
Yeah,
Down
yeah.
Mountain. That's
Yeah.
outstanding.
Broke down mountain. Broke down mountain.
Oh, this is poetry.
Yeah.
Right.
You couldn't have picked a better show to come for. You know what I mean? This is poetic.
So I think in this scenario, do you feel like you could play bend over?
I could
No,
be
no,
bent
no.
over.
Ben Over.
But-
He's not going to deal on it.
Sorry,
Come on.
yeah. Ben over.
Yeah. No, his middle name's
just to give you-
Derek.
So
Yeah.
you've picked up a 30-year-old man. Okay, you've got enough context, you reckon?
Yep, I'm fully
Okay,
with you. Yep.
we'll do a bit of an act out here.
Go on.
I think you play Ben over,
Yeah.
right? And
Where's Ben from?
Northern Ireland.
All right,
Yeah,
sweet.
that-
I can do that.
I quite like that.
It's a tricky one, that, but I got
I think, so basically, I think we've established you're a homosexual, right? Okay.
Okay.
You've got bum beads hanging off your mirror.
That was so. How you said that then was so on the nose.
Yeah.
It just felt really uncomfortable.
We've
I don't know
established
why.
it.
Yeah.
All right, okay.
Maybe we haven't established it yet, and we're going to
Yeah,
find
yeah.
it out in the act out, okay? So, but you're...
The act out. I'll tell you what. Cheers for volunteering, Luke.
No.
If I knew that was happening, I would have ran faster.
Imagine that. How was the podcast? Fucking hell.
I've got it. It's audio.
Graphic.
Oh,
But-
that is
but,
fucking
Harry.
clip it. Right.
Since it's your birthday, and obviously it's Frank's birthday, you're obviously playing Frank. Did we say where Frank himself was from? Did we say that? Where did we say? Worthington,
So he's a
and that
Yorkshireman.
Yorkshireman, right.
Right,
So you're
okay.
playing a Yorkshireman called Frank. You're playing Ben of Northern Ireland. You're on your way to Scotland. You're picking him up on the side of the road. Let's have that conversation, okay? You've got a heart in your hand, remember?
My hand.
In the
box,
cool
right,
box.
yeah.
the
the box,
cool box,
yeah,
okay, yeah.
Action.
Champion pal, thanks for picking us up. Got to get myself to Edinburgh. I've got a human heart here.
Ah, very good. You're lucky. I'm on my way. I'm on my way there.
Thing is, though, I was meant to be there for 4 o'clock, and I've been there for an hour. So I need you to kind of put your foot down, and we're going to have to make up some time here.
You can't. All right, I'll give you the lift. Don't tell me how fast I'm going. We'll get there. We'll get there. I'm driving here. All right.
Yeah, I just it's a nice camper van. This, I like the decor.
Thank you. As you can see, I'm a big fan of the Arctic Monkeys, of all their posters.
Yeah.
That's what the mannequin is in the back. That's just a life-size Alex
what the
Turner.
mannequin is.
That's just Alex in the back.
Alex Turner singing out of time at the back.
Where
There's a
where is it you've travelled from?
I'm coming all the way from Stoke.
All right, okay,
Stoke.
nice.
Yeah.
Also, you're going the wrong way. Birmingham to Stoke.
I'm not from here. I don't know where I'm going.
No, that's why you got lost.
Right, okay. And what is... I want you to ask him what's his reason for going to Edinburgh.
Yeah, what's you know my reason, pal? I've got an icebox here with a heart in it. What's yours? What's your reason for going?
Well, I have to get a delivery as well. I have a delivery in the back, as you can see. That's why I have 40 tins of Heinz beans. I have to get these up here.
Just 40 tins.
40
Right,
tins,
okay.
yeah. I dropped most of them off at Stoke.
Okay.
But there's still 40 tins here needed up
Well,
at the Haymarket.
I've got to drop this heart at Haymarket,
Yeah.
and it says there's a hospital.
Are you sure it's Haymarket? Because that gets that gets mixed up with Grassmarket all the time.
Definitely Haymarket.
And what do you think about the rioters?
I insist. That's so good. It's getting another. Wait. Right, okay, I'm liking this. So you're in the car together now.
Mm-hmm.
You're in the car together, and obviously, I think this has got to be a relationship that sort of blossoms on the way. Okay, because we can't go like straight in, like you start kissing each other. We need to sort of build up to that, okay?
That's
Yeah, because that'd be mad.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Just straight in. You're delivering
Listen, pal,
beans.
take this next junction.
Yeah. Right,
That's
so...
not how bent over goes. He's a man of love. You have to seduce him.
In this pot, we've got curveballs, right? So this sort of sends the story in a different direction, as if it needed it, right?
Yeah.
But we've got this. You're going to pick one out for us again, pal. You take one of them.
Just say all these are suggested by listeners as well. They're all, so we don't know what's in there either.
They began to hear a distant moaning.
They began to hear a distant moaning. Right, okay.
Right.
So... that doesn't even say that. Right. So I'm thinking
That's funny.
I'm gonna chuck something out there. So maybe Ben has been travelling quite a while in this camper van and he's a bit tired. And maybe maybe do they sort of go to a lay-by and it's like where loads of doggers are at. Do you know what I mean? And that's they're here in the morning in the background.
Yeah,
What-
T-Bay's full of them. You go there.
yeah.
10 o'clock, yeah, T-bag, yeah.
Teabag services, they call it. Yeah, all the doggers are like, we know what it's called.
Yeah,
That's funny. That is.
£15 for a pie, rip off.
Yeah,
I'm not doing that.
Ripping it off.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys. I'm taking the tone
Yeah,
much
that's
lower
crude.
than it needs to
Yeah,
be.
it's not usually like that.
But I like the idea because obviously on the way to Edinburgh, you have T-Bay services. We stopped there.
Yeah. we just had a pie.
Each other's. It's a very revealing pod, this. We actually share a bed together in Edinburgh, don't we?
We do.
We didn't need to. We just.
we have.
Mine's next to his.
Yeah.
Well, they stayed at mine last night, and I was like, "There's separate rooms." We're like, "No, we're going to stay in the same one."
Yeah.
We're like, we must have our pie.
Yeah. This isn't made up. This is a script. Yeah, we're just acting it out for you all. But, Will, so obviously, let's say that we're driving down, and you're like, you know what? I'm a bit hungry, I'm a bit peckish, I'm a bit tired. Let's pull into T-Bay. And obviously, your conflict is, but I need to get this.
Yeah, this ice is going warm.
Right. Okay. So let's play that scene out. You're in the.
or melting, as commonly said.
Yeah.
This ice is going warm.
So
This ice is boiling. This ice is going warm.
Do you want a cup of warm ice? Just water.
right. So let's get into it. So Will, you're driving. T-Bay Services is like a mile away, and you're trying to say that that's where I want to go. So scene. Let's go.
Don't mind if I pull over for a wee coffee here, son, do you?
Mate, this ice is going warm. Right? The heart is bobbing around.
First off, that's called the ice is melting. And also, I won't be driving anywhere without my cup of Joe.
Well, I'll tell you what, why don't I run in, I'll grab it for you, keep the car moving, and then by the time I'm back, we'll get in and we'll go.
No, I mean, I'm afraid that won't work. We have to pull in. I insist.
I insist.
Right.
It's you'll love the scene as well.
Mate, do you know what they do at this service station? T-Bag Services.
It's a farm shop, isn't it?
Who are you?
Can you hear Alex Turner talk as well, or is that just me?
Okay, right. Quickly, we've got to be very quick.
Yeah, you're very, very quick. Very quick.
Okay.
All right, we'll just pull in here.
Right, hurry up.
I'll take the keys with me.
Right, go on, I'll time you. Go.
Sweet. Okay.
So I think...
Do you know what? If
rude
I
is
got
that?
picked up... You know what I mean? If I pick you up in this scenario, I'd be telling you to jog on. Giving you a lift to Scotland. You're
Right.
horrible.
Right,
Yeah.
right. Hear me out. I imagine a heart, after a while, would start to smell.
That's what you're concerned about.
Yeah, last time
Not
I
the
had
heart
one.
stopping beating. It's like, it'll stink this.
I think it's stopped beating, mate, if it's not plugged into anything.
Yeah, it's not Indiana Jones. He hasn't got a beating heart in his hand.
Just going, have you got any batteries, pal? Just
clear.
sticking double A's in the valves.
Could I just go and buy some more ice at the shop as well? Just put it on top.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
could buy some more rice. That buys him more
That would make
time.
more sense.
I don't think there is enough ice, so he goes in, buys every ice lolly, just surrounds it in Clippos.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
So,
I like that a lot.
yeah.
Because then throughout the journey, we can also, if we're hungry,
Yeah.
just dip in, have
Yeah.
a slightly stained Magnum.
Exactly.
Yeah, no, I think it's Calippo's because that's like quite a phallic sort of lolly as well, isn't
Yeah,
it?
exactly.
So it's like,
And
yes,
you end up
yes.
accidentally taking a lick of a valve. You know, oh fucking hell, that's good.
no, I do like the idea, right? So obviously we need to hear the distant moaning. So this is where, so they parked up. Where's the distant moaning coming from? Are we saying that it's a dog in sight, or have we got a different idea?
I think. What do you reckon? Do you reckon it's a dog in sight? Okay, right, okay.
I
I love the
insist.
confidence.
Do you know what dogging is?
Yeah.
Dogging is when people have sex in car parks.
It's where dogs
right?
meet in the park.
It's like on cars around. It's
No, go on, say it.
yeah. Come see the show. I'll talk about it. All right. But yeah, it's a big thing. So yeah, I
It's a
reckon
big thing.
I reckon maybe it's like it's an annual doggers party, right? This is like their big event of the year. They go out on a big bang, right?
Yep.
And thank you.
Oh, here we go.
So I think they're just battering each other, right? In the where it says coaches are.
The way you
there's-
talk about sex is awful.
Yeah.
You make it sound like there's bare knuckle fighting and dogging in the background.
They batter each
Yeah,
other.
it's just yeah.
What a horrible way.
Yeah.
Well, I imagine
I'm a
if
soft lover.
If you go and you can't say, can you make passionate love to me on the bonnet of this car, right? I imagine it's probably pretty vigorous, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
hazard lights are on, right? So yeah, I reckon they're in this car park and there's just there's all sorts of sounds happening,
Yeah.
right? And you know, you've gone to go and get your brew.
So I'm in there getting
Yeah.
the coffee.
Yeah.
You're
Yeah.
alone in the car.
Yeah, I've got my Clippos. I'm putting them round, and as you're coming back, I'm like, can you hear that?
It's like, oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, correct. Can you do the moaning while we have the conversation?
Yeah. We'll do both do it, Lewis, because there'll be more than one person.
Go on, you start.
Oh. Oh.
Right, can you hear that? It's loud, that.
Hear what?
Bloody hell.
This man breathing.
Oh.
I don't know. What I don't know. I think it's just is the radio
Yeah.
on?
No, hang on. Jesus Christ, there's...
That's an exit, not an entrance, pal.
Ben, come and have a look at
Yeah,
this.
come on.
Yeah.
You want to put the sewage works next to the playground, so come on. Oh.
Oh, that's just two men fucking in a Ford Focus. That's all that is.
Right. Jesus
Don't let
Christ.
us move in.
Yeah.
I can do this.
Right.
You popped
So
a tire.
You never seen that before? You never been in Teabag Junction?
No, mate, I've not. But this is something else, this. But we can't hang around because this heart, I've got to get it to Haymarket.
We'll put some Calippos on it. It's got a couple of hours there.
Hey guys, there's space in the back.
You got 5 minutes.
I'm not getting in there. I'll watch.
What a creep.
All right, be weird about it if you're going to, but okay.
Can I just point in? This is Brokeback Mountain, right? Or Brokedown Mountain, as we're calling it. But you've got to get a little bit like, oh, this is a new world for you. You know what I mean? Because at the end, this is a secret romance that you've got to lean into.
It's like, you know when Aladdin has Jasmine up on the carpet and he's like, a whole new world. It's that, but it's teabagging in a service station.
Yeah. Right, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
The rug in the back of the van just doesn't fly.
Okay.
Yeah.
So...
It's got Alex Turner's face on it.
Yeah.
Right, okay, so do we start getting into it?
So I'm in the back and you're watching.
Just right from the front end or the back end of the car?
Which end you watching? Or
like through the bonnet or through the rear window?
I feel
You know what I mean?
there are side windows to a car.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, you're
Okay.
just through the side window.
Okay, says just
Yep. Yeah.
I like the idea.
Do you
of
like Charlie and Willy Wonka when he's like seeing all the kids when
yeah.
they buy chocolate?
There's
and he
no
can't
kids in
afford
this
it?
one though, pal.
Yeah,
Let's just
yeah,
make that
yeah.
clear. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, stressed out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm just up against the window, and I start thinking, do you know what? Actually, I'd love to get in there, right? And I think at that point you're like, no, you're outside, and
Such a literal way of learning that you're gay.
you crack like a little bit of the window, right?
Yeah.
And I'm like overcome by passion, right?
I like that.
Yeah. A bit of a pun on it.
Yeah, yeah.
And I put my hands on the glass and I force it down, right? Okay. And
I don't like this energy.
No.
You get battered.
I'm like forcing the glass down, and yeah, all you fellas are in there, just like, here he comes.
Yeah.
Because we haven't got long left, have we?
No, we've got enough
Have we
time.
got- all right,
I want to
okay.
hear more of this.
Right. Okay. Sweet. I was gonna. Yeah. Cool. Right. So I start diving in
Yeah.
head first.
And I'll note it, so I'll be this way, but I hear the window cracking, so
Yeah.
you start diving in, and I'm like,
Yeah, you turn around, I go, Ben, over. Yeah, you pull me in,
Yeah,
right?
I'm
we're
off.
Through the window.
we're in a 4-seater,
Yep.
yeah, and there's 5 of us in there.
And the seats aren't down.
Yeah, the seats aren't down.
Yeah.
I like the idea of this turning into like a slow motion like action sequence. You know what I mean? It's like all slow motion, all passionate, all these men just loving each other, like cooling themselves down with calippos on the foreheads. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? I'm just liking this as a little moment, like a little snippet, and then it cuts back into the van, and they're on the road again.
Yeah, and
Okay.
they're
You know
being
what?
really like men about it. They're like, oh, it's fun that, wasn't it? Yeah.
Well, I
There's-
don't know. Maybe it's like I just want to hear that conversation after. Is the sort of like travelling back. They're on the route back towards Edinburgh. They've got a bit more ice for the heart. They're about, let's say, they're an hour and a half away now from Edinburgh and delivering this thing.
That's about right. Actually.
And maybe they're driving down the road, and Ben is like, "So what did you think of that then?"
Yeah. Careful on them potholes, pal.
That's better. You're better than that.
Yeah. I'm sat on a calippo.
first time, was it?
I tell you what, it won't be the last. That was superb.
Are you drinking out of a teacup, you?
Yeah, I had a coffee.
Yeah.
I think I've kind of discovered something. You know, meeting you, breaking down. I've got 7 kids, pal. 7.
So have I.
And
On the back of my neck.
every relationship I've had, I've got a lot of love for my kids, and I've had a lot of love for my previous partners, but something's just never felt completely right.
You just haven't felt fulfilled.
Precisely. Fulfilled by Phil. Right. I haven't. I felt, you know, adrift, and I think breaking down has answered something that lived deep inside me.
Yeah. See, I felt the same when I first came here, and it was 20 years ago, just after a divorce. Thought I'd never love again, and I didn't. But here is good fun.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's a very mystical man, as Ben. He
Yeah.
never says what's on his mind.
I think so. There's probably this. I'm hearing your story of your divorce, and
Yeah.
I imagine it was pretty messy. She took everything. That's why you're in a camper.
It was as messy as the back as that Ford Focus, but it was. She took the house, took the kids, took the dog. I had that camper van.
Yeah.
I was just driving the roads, just a lonely man with his tea and his Arctic Monkeys memorabilia, which was weird because they weren't that big 20 years ago, but still I had it. And I just remember pulling in to that junction on a lonely Sunday night. And I was going for a wee cup of coffee, and I could just hear that chorus that you heard, that chorus of warming, harmonising voices coming from the back of a Mini. And I've never been the same since. I go down the same every week.
Every week.
Yeah, every week I do that drive.
Every
Stoke,
week.
Birmingham, for some reason back to Stoke because I still don't know where I'm going.
Yeah.
And then back up to Scotland.
Right. Okay. And I think this conversation is happening, right? And we're getting Edinburgh.
We're about an hour and a half away from Edinburgh, right? So we're going to get another curveball in there. This is like the last little thing they're going to have to deal with before we reach the end of the story. So, go on, you've been brilliant at this.
Don't make it up this time, pal. Come on.
Okay. What you got?
Sorry, I've got a blank bit.
So
Sorry, are we doing Frank or what?
Yeah, let's go with Frank.
Frank couldn't believe it, and yet it was true. They'd shit themselves.
Oh, wow. Wow. Okay.
Frank couldn't believe it, and yet it was true. Frank
Fucking
had
hell.
shit themselves.
Right. And 5 condoms shot out.
Stop it. That is horrible.
Yeah. And he was that shocked. He hit his wipers and he was like, "They're inside."
Right, I like that. All right, because obviously, I like the idea. Right, we could take it two ways. So either Ben is like, obviously, this has happened before. Like, this is what happens. Like I understand. Or that stinks. Get out of my van. Do you know what I mean?
Also, we could go down the not sexual route, and he's just had too many calippos.
Yeah, then the goes
I
straight
think we
through
can bring
me.
it back to the.
I've got a nice little ending here.
Right, okay.
I think
we can work too.
Yeah, I think he just has a fart, right? Okay, and
Or a shart, as
a shart. Yeah, which we shared about last night, didn't we?
We spoke a lot about that last night. Actually, Shall I tell the story?
Yeah, it's just a natural thing. Maybe we need their money, mate. Don't tell them that. Right, but
Never wear cream trousers.
no, I saw a guy yesterday wearing white trousers. I thought, confident man. But I think he farts in the car, right? And there's probably just that like, did you fart? And he's like, no. And it's obviously that back and forth and like keeps his hand on him, right? And I think it's that idea of like we've shared a moment, and I feel like I'm recognising my counterpoint in another in you. Yeah. Right. And that's that forbidden love.
That's lovely.
I think it was.
That is nice.
Yeah. He has shot himself though as well. So
Yeah.
So it's like he's trying to share this dead intimate moment.
Yeah, but he doesn't know how to tell him.
Yeah.
Just being like, I feel all warm and funny in my pants.
Who shot them? You've shot yourself?
Yeah, mate. I said disaster.
And Ben's just like, oh, do hearts always smell like that? Or have you done something?
Yeah, it's because the ice is going warm.
Ice is going warm.
And I think we get to Haymarket, right? The hospital at Haymarket, which is definitely a place, right? And I think Ben's the doctor. Yeah. Okay. And I think this is what I think we're building towards.
Right,
okay. And I think we deliver the heart. You're like, this fucking heart stinks.
Yeah. Is it off?
Yeah. But then that's what I think we work towards. And then, me and you are in this camper van, and there's that idea of, what I've been on the road for many years, wondering what was missing. Yeah. And I found my answer in you.
Yeah. Do you know what's creepy about that? That you've had your hand on my back the whole way through. You've been saying that.
But do you know what?
He's been tapping me on my back.
You're still dodging the fact that he's shat in his pants, Harry. Like, we need to establish that. It can't just be like, oh, I'm going to have this intimate moment. We have to deal with that. Yeah. That's the whole point of the curveball.
So, has he eaten something? What's happened in his pants, guys?
He shat his pants, Harry. I don't know how many times I have to say
I understand.
He has shat his pants. Yeah. And you just keep going, yeah, but they find true love, and it's like, But they're an hour away from Edinburgh.
Okay.
He has shat his pants. How does Ben react to this? Let's figure that out. So they're driving, we're an hour away. Okay, go on. Unseen. Go on, Ben. Take it away.
You may want to roll a window down, son.
I'm so sorry. I don't know what's happened. I think
we should ask the audience why it happened. What do you think caused him to shit himself?
Was it Calippo's or was it the intimate love?
Right, and it's knocked him. Okay, yeah.
Oh, it has nothing to do with getting rid by 4 lads in a car. No, there's now a 28 days later virus in the van.
That's it, And like, he's delivering a heart, but he also needs to be seeing himself, and he's sort of like, he's saving Frank. Ben is saving Frank, and that, obviously, energy. You know what I mean? Like,
like secretly it was like a diseased heart?
Yeah.
And we forgot about that, and now it's in the Calippo's. Is that what we're saying? Is that...
Oh, did you hear that? Just repeat that for us.
Maybe he's dying and that's why he shit himself.
Right.
And then when he gets to the hospital, he dies and they take
Yeah. Just to be clear to everybody, it's quite hard to get a matching heart. You can't just use anybody's. It's,
But it is all made up. So in this
No,
scenario,
I just want to make that clear to everybody in the room. That you can't, I'll have one of his. Yeah, he looks all right. Looks quite healthy.
Okay, so I die. Yeah. Frank dies.
there's got to be a passionate moment though as well. Like, so obviously you're
you can't die an hour away from the hospital. I'm just like, I'll stick the radio on then. If you're not gonna talk, all right.
So I reckon you've shot yourself because he's dying. Like, he's really like, fucking hell. Gets to the hospital, checks himself in. Obviously you're with him. You're just sort of like, carry it in, carry it in,
Yeah.
and the heart, Put it on his shoulders
With one arm.
he's got
I have him like that, and I have the wee box with the heart just in my mouth.
Yeah,
Like when a dog carries a newspaper.
That's funny.
So they get into the hospital. He drops the heart. He goes, Frank needs help. Frank needs help.
He shot himself.
And he gets a bed. They see him straight away, which is weird. Because I don't know. Healthcare's probably better in Scotland. But they see him straight away. He gets on a bed. And obviously we need to have this intimate sort of like deep conversation about this relationship that's just formed between both of you.
I really love you, pal.
So go on, let's take it away, Ben.
Yep. So he's on the bed.
He's on the bed. The heart rate monitor's just going beep, beep, beep.
I'm sorry I stopped for that coffee. But this
That is so good.
This has been the best drive from Stoke I've ever had.
That is. I like that just as an ending.
No,
sorry, stop for that.
Keep going. keep going.
Yeah, and then they just put the sheet over his head. That is fucking brilliant.
Shall we end it there?
I think that's a good ending.
Yeah, that's brilliant.
Oh, wow.
That is
Do you know what? We've had
your
some
accent as well. That sounded so good.
We've had some cracking stories in this room, but fucking hell, for the fact you arrived late, we started with these. That was so much fun.
Yeah, round of applause for Will, by the way.
Yeah.
Absolutely brilliant.
Don't applaud bad punctuality. Don't.
But Will, so obviously we do this every day. We've got it on till the 12th. Different guests every day. But Will has his own show here at Edinburgh. Just tell me a little bit about that.
Yes, I'm up in the Underbelly Clover Room at 6:55 with Scumbag Millionaire.
Scumbag Millionaire, yeah. And how's that been going? How's the show been going?
Really good. Surprisingly busy.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Right.
Does the show start on time?
Yep. Sometimes he drops me off at assembly, and I'm like, this is not where I'm meant to be. But normally it does.
I insist.
That's nice.
Yeah, brilliant. Yeah, so definitely go and check that out. Harry, you take it away from there.
Yeah, so obviously we are the All Made Up podcast, which is what you've seen there. We also do another show, which is called Killer Comedy Club. We create a comedy club in a room literally down the corridor. 3 of us doing 20 minutes of material, all different material from yesterday, which you saw. I host it, and the lads do a set. It's a good laugh. But if you're busy today, check it out another day. But we're 3:15. And then the last one, which I've got, is my solo show, which you guys came to yesterday. So, you know, speak to them on the way out. They'll tell you what they think. But it's been all right. If I sell out tonight, I've done 6 nights on the bounce, which would be mint. So, yeah, check it out another day if you're busy tonight. But thank you so much for coming.
Also, follow the pod on socials. Yeah, we've got a massive back catalogue. So, like 65 episodes now we've got out.
Yeah.
There's loads of good episodes there you can have a listen to. Give us a follow. And if you give us a message, we've got a draw at the end of the festival. And we're going to be sending out some mugs to people.
Yeah, so give us a message on there.
So
get in the draw for the mug. And also, there's thousands of shows here at the Edinburgh Fringe. So thank you once again for picking ours. As you'll know, this is a pay what you want show. So we think this show's like worth a tenner. So if you've got a tenner on you, that'd be absolutely mint. If you think it's worth more, we accept more. But yeah, what you think this show's worth, it'd be absolutely brilliant. Yeah, we've got a card reader, cash as well. Absolutely anything that you've got on you.
She's with us, by the way. She's a.
But also, if you can't,
Yeah. She's with us.
I've got a card reader.
Just let you know that. Yeah, she's not scamming you.
Yeah. But yeah, if you can't spare anything, because we understand that some people just like, it's great to put on these shows, write us a review. Like, go on the Fringe website, write us a review. Honestly, it makes such a difference. Word of mouth is everything here. Some shows don't get any audience, and we've got nearly a couple of rows. So that's amazing. So I would like to say
Nearly a couple of rolls. Wow.
Yeah, it's a podcast. We've sold out. But what I would, yeah, can we get a picture? Yeah. Brilliant. And last thing, I will let you go, guys. What I was going to say is this has been All Made Up with William Thompson. Big round of applause once again.
Thank you, guys.
This has been All Made Up.
Thank you so much for doing it,
Thank you.
dude.
Thank you, everybody.
It's all made up again. Yeah. It's all made up again.